Okay, we're up again. This time it looks like we're a bit more stable. I don't know why that happened again, but this is really getting annoying. Like, I don't know. I guess it could still be a bit of a residual effect of the storms that we had a few days ago, because there was a lot of damage that was around here. We had down trees and everything else. But maybe I can get a bit more stable this time. Alright. I guess I should probably go clean up any VODs or whatever got created from the dropped stream. And I really apologize for that. Okay, so this one goes poof. Alright. I'll need to get rid of this one too. Alright. So hopefully we stay stable this time. Stadia hasn't dropped me, and I've been running a ping to a couple of servers just to make sure that I can actually tell when my connection actually drops or YouTube's just being super finicky. We also switched to the backup server just in case the primary was an issue, and that's all I can think of to do right now. But either way, I want to try to actually get to this now so that we can do what we need to. No, you're fine, man. I don't mind at all. Others might, but I don't. I appreciate that, but still, like, you know, I try to keep everything running as smoothly as possible, so it annoys me when the stuff like this pops up. Either way. You know, besides all the crazy storming and stuff that we've had over here, and then just my hard drive dying this week, it hasn't really been a great week to get stuff done. And there's even more stuff that I have to get out of the way this weekend, so my week's pretty much already spoken for. Alright, so we cleared up to like the 9th level so far. We were going into the coastal hallways. This is the level that kind of gypped me when I was in War Mage. One of the enemies popped through the floor. They ran into the rift. I didn't get a 5 skull because of it. So we're going to try to remedy that. We're not going to be using the what is it? We're not going to use the Haymaker. That's what it was. Anything else is pretty much fine. Alright. So we're in the coastal hallways. I think what I was trying to figure out before we ran into issues last stream was where the best place to start with my barricades was. And I think I determined it was probably best to block off here.
It's just so pretty.
And then let everything just try to make a beeline right. I have the option of either just setting up traps here and dealing with the things that come through here and then through here, or we can see. That still only leaves me with 1,200. That's not enough to really do anything. I can't block that off too. And the steps are always a weird place to place anything. Enemies are going to split here. Some are probably going to turn. Actually, do any of them go straight or do they all turn? Yeah. So we have a split path here, which also doesn't really work well. So we're just going to have to try to defend as hard as possible with like some overhead traps. But I wanted to bring, I think, this. Don't think I was too keen on the electric trap here, although it'll help with the earth elementals later on. What else would be good? I guess this is okay. I was talking about experimenting with some other stuff like the Dwarven Warhammer and whatnot last time, but I should probably look at what the there I go, placing barricades again. At what the enemies will look like coming through here early. I know they're all going to be coming out of here, so trapping here isn't a bad idea. Alright. That gives me an advantage with being able to slow them and using crowd control. I just really don't have any damage. Other than those walls.
Go, go, go!
Alright, we'll try it out this way.
Has anyone seen my best friend? Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate. Here they come.
Alright, if we can hold them here, we're fine. I should have waited slightly longer between that last stone. That would have let the orcs get hit a bit more by the arrow wall, and we probably would have been alright. Okay. What are you doing?
Ooh, do they have any more of those?
Alright, I sold what I can. Alright, cool. They do open that way.
On the way.
Let's do this. You know what?
Enemy army is attacking on another front. Look out! Our
Oh,
defenses
they're
have
Fire
been
Lords
again.
this time? Fire Lords too, huh? Or Fire Elementals. Crap.
Oh, come on!
Okay, that was not what I wanted to do, but
Just a
sure.
momentary pause for the cause.
They should be coming out back here.
Enemies at the rift. Just point and shoot.
Oh, he's coming back down. Alright, so that's actually pretty cool. The wave that you get for the second part is extra long because they want you to deal with these lords. I placed no traps though, so this is a bit of a problem. I was not supposed to die there.
The magic's not really flowing right now.
Alright, can I stop anybody? Because that actually makes the opening there not quite as bad as it could have been. We definitely want a haul of arrows though. Okay. Could probably do a bit more of this. No, not quite that much cash. Okay. This wave is really long, but also super staggered. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of waves like this later on in the game, too. just gonna take you out. Ah, didn't get it in time. Alright. So,
More enemies on the way. Hello,
bit more of
Orcs,
this. Let's go ahead and drop one of
buddy.
these.
Barricade is under attack.
And
They've destroyed the barricade.
there we go. So even though they did that, I really don't care. And then we can do another one of these, and that keeps that whole barricade section intact. Now we start doing these. And ultimately this should work really, really well. The question is really just how far we let those guys get, because that can get super dangerous, super fast if they actually blow up this rear barricade. What I should have brought here is the Guardian Archer. There's a couple of things that I can do to make this a lot better though.
Not today.
Alright, don't want to get hit with arrows. We're kind of doing okay.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Alright, let's hit them with one of those. Okay, that's nice. Couldn't freeze them fast enough, but we're not doing too bad here at all. So, one of the main issues with everything that I'm doing right now is these guys aren't really staying funneled. We could do with a bit of this. Nice.
Just like old times.
Alright, and then
Almost out of that stuff that keeps me alive.
this is the last guy. Good. So we can replace both of those. Not really give a damn about anything else. Alright, they went for the decoy, which is nice.
Barricade is under attack.
Don't have to worry about that too much.
The barricade is down.
Alright, which one went down? The one up here. Alright, nice. We just replace it. And then we drop this guy right there. Ooh. See, I don't really care too much about them blowing up the funneling barricades because it doesn't hurt that much.
Yep, I'm better now.
Oh, the wrong way. Okay. I always get turned around when I die because there's like a default position that the game likes you to face. Oh wow, wait. Did they actually make it up or not? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright. I'm okay with that.
Nice to beat you.
Alright, we get another electric up. So we probably don't need as many arrow walls as I have up here. I could probably sell those and reposition a few of them. I kind of want that skull.
That was me that did that thing there.
Okay.
That got the blood pumping.
So I can probably let the traps do their thing with that. Maybe clean up some of the back enemies. Okay, nobody made it up the stairs. We're good there. Nice, we finally got that sold. And the barricades are, for the most part, healthy.
More enemies on the way. Our enemies are breaking through elsewhere. Watch out.
Nice try, buddy.
Broken through again.
Not tonight.
Here they come.
Alright, and with this done, now we can put up some more of these, and we can actually make the ballistas seem like they're important. And I think for the most part, this is where, other than just having cash to place barricades, we should be able to just let the traps take care of almost everything. I'm just gonna pop over here and go heal.
Okay, that was fun.
And yeah, we haven't even had any heavy enemies get through, which is usually the biggest issue. Alright, they blew up the first decoy barricade, which I'm kind of okay with. Oh, those are dynamite archers though, so I should back off. Since they can, I can hop over here and toss out another decoy.
This never gets old. More enemies on the way. Hello, old trap buddy.
And we can make that a bit more dangerous.
I did it my way! That which doesn't kill me makes me not dead. They're attacking a barricade.
Okay, I was gonna have to run upstairs to heal anyway, so dying really didn't matter that much there. I need to make sure I'm not in line of sight of these archers though, because that prevents them from just going into the traps and getting themselves killed. So that'll actually slow down the power time.
We're almost there.
Wait, what?
They're entering the rift.
How did they get upstairs?
That was me that did that thing there. Barricade.
Okay, so the only way something could have gotten up here is if they opened a path that I can't see, which isn't possible. This is still completely blocked. And the only other way upstairs is over here. So what had to have happened then is an ogre saw me, charged some orcs. They bounced upstairs and then they ran into the rift. So let's start this over. We should be able to do this because this trap setup definitely works. It's pretty easy. And they give you enough time to set up in front of this door here without doing anything crazy, and then to take out the two lords that come out at the beginning of the second wave with the knoll. So it's really not that bad. I expected this to be a lot worse. You know, even though I died.
Let's rumble.
But I think this isn't as bad as I expected it to be.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
Hey, what's going on, Johnny? Gotta gun down the archers. How's the fam? They're alive for now. Last time I checked on Mrs. Phoenix, she was talking about somebody making some ungodly ramen concoction. It was like grilled cheese and ham ramen or something. Sounded horrible.
Is that it?
Okay. Sounds like something you would do.
More enemies on the way.
Don't disrespect yourself like that.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
Okay, so should be able to hit him with one of these, and then a little bit of this, and I think I'm just gonna toss these up now, and that will keep me from dying. Good. Whoa! All right, don't kill me. Cool. I'm okay with them trying to attack a barricade.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
Alright, the good thing about Earth Lords is once they get to Earthlings, they won't actually try to hurt me. Okay, so arrow wall time.
I'm gonna need more coin.
I've taken brisket and put it in packeted ramen before. Alright, so brisket is fine, but they're talking about like a whole fried egg. Like, not like like soft-boiled egg or seasoned or anything like that. Just a straight-up deep-fried cracked egg yolk and on top of a bowl of broth with like a grilled cheese sandwich just dunked inside of the broth itself. Like grilling the cheese sandwich and just putting it in soup. Like, not like a dip, but just like soggy toasted bread. That sounds unholy. I want to try it. You, sir, are an adventurer.
I don't think so.
I mean, you know what? I think I'm just not a fan of like soggy bread. Like, I'm okay with toasted bread. I'm okay with noodles. But like something that's supposed to be crunchy that then just turns into mush is like the opposite of appealing to me. I'm not going to be able to get those traps anytime soon. Alright, so let's begin the funnel. First things first, you got to go over there. Back up there. Whoop, I placed that wrong. Crap. Alright, defend the wall. Alright, wall defended. Oh no. Alright, Stadia hasn't booted me yet, but I have issues with the stream.
Do they have any bigger ones? They're attacking the barricade. The barricade is under attack. Just like old times. I want a do-over. Second time's a charm.
I'm hoping that this picks back up and you guys don't have any issues viewing it. Oh no.
Ooh, do they have any more of those?
Okay.
Okay, that was
Gray
fun.
from my server says hi. Hey, how's it going? It's lagging a bit. Yeah, it's my internet connection. Wait. Oh!
Entering the rift.
I got distracted because my connection got bad. Yeah, but it seems fine now. Yeah, I think I'm still experiencing residual issues from the storm that we had. Like, we're going to have storms in the area for the next like 24 hours, so it's not going to be great. Like, ultimately, I think I'll wind up at some point buying a backup internet provider just to prevent stuff like this from happening.
I am just so ready.
Sloppy. Oh, I was worried about, you know, having to try to reset the stream again. Like, streamer problems.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
That was also sloppy. How dare you let a crucial malfunction keep you from playing the game? I know, right? I need to be impervious to things like emotions and infrastructure. My stream should be able to beam itself all over the world with the power of my mind alone. I haven't seen rain in weeks thanks to Texas. Oh man, I guess you're in an arid area? I mean, it's pretty much forest 24/7 around here, so we can't not see rain. Okay, so you're the last guy. Yeah, you're a man. You don't get to have emotions. All right.
More enemies enemies on the way. Enemies are attacking.
You tried it, buddy, but today you go to no hell.
Defenses have been breached again.
Okay, so let's actually try one of these, two of these.
Through the trap field. Ooh, there be more of those?
Okay, that almost hurt a lot. I mean, it rains like once a month. It's not too bad. I've started a stream before and dropped hella frames on startup and had to restart with different settings. Yeah, this isn't a settings issue though. This is literally like intermittently, like all packets sent and received will just drop. And I know for a fact it's an infrastructure problem. Like we've had multiple trees go down around here. Nearby, like family members and other people that live in the area have been without power for like a couple of days, which is really crazy because if they have anything vital or, you know, they work from home, then they're kind of screwed.
Boom boom for you and boom boom for you. Ha! I'm giving.
The only emotions you're allowed to feel as a man are a smidgen of happiness and a whole lot of anger.
Isn't it great how games give you more lives?
No, you're also allowed to feel endless disappointment. Disappointment is a thing. Wow, these ice dart spitters are doing hella work here. Like maybe I should do those before worrying about placing the arrow walls, because you seem to be holding it down. You're right, you're right. Okay, so
Out of court.
alright, you get the die. Ah, didn't sell it fast enough again. I'm bad with that. Alright, so we need decoy barricade time. There you go. Y'all can blow up on that. We need one decoy over here. And then we begin the funnel.
Right there.
Wow, they blew up so hard. They flipped over the barricade that was in front and wound up behind it. That's crazy.
Dang it.
Alright, so we got archers now. That means it's really important that I use corners. That'll let the archers walk into the traps and make sure that I don't have to deal with them myself. Okay, so
That works.
should probably get some other damage traps down up there too, just so
Good workout.
the ice darts aren't doing all the work.
I'm fine. Just a little taste of the deadsies.
I am angry, but I am also disappointed. There you go.
That was me that did that thing there. I don't think so.
Those orcs went AFK for a bit about barricades. So there's definitely some pathing bugs in this game still. I think if like sometimes enemies can get stuck between a couple of the pathing flags, and they just get dumb. Like they'll path back and forth and just won't die. It actually makes it so that some of the stages are a lot harder to par if you build too much pathing. Like it kind of forces you to build damage. Which means I should probably put up a couple of these. Ah, I couldn't get it again. Alright. So now what we probably need is more damage stuff down here. We'll do that.
A barricade cage is under attack. They've destroyed a barricade.
Yeah, they did, and they got another one to blow up too. Y'all can have good luck with that one.
Tiptoe through the trap.
Okay, so I think having about 4 spaces here should be fine. Like, that should be enough damage. This game reminds me a lot of Fortnite Save the World. Fortnite was originally intended to be like a base building tower defense like game. And that was one of the reasons I was interested initially, before they just turned it into like a grind fest. Like, Fortnite is more about literally just farming materials and like a very convoluted but like necessary trap building structure. Like, ultimately people figured out Fortnite so that you didn't need super expensive, like, you know, roll for loot box traps, and then Epic nerfed like pretty much all of them.
Not today.
So that you can't use those strategies as well.
Is that it?
And they also changed Save the World from going free to play, which was like one of the big draws, because it would, like, every time somebody swapped over from Battle Royale, they made an extra $20, and then they just got them stuck buying more like loot llamas. I'm not a fan of the bait and switch that they did with that game. It was fun, but it needed a bit too much investment. Like, but that's the thing. Like, they wanted you to invest that time in the game.
I like it when the Orcs walk straight.
Like, I'm okay with a game that has you invest time, but like, even Warframe doesn't have you do things that are that tedious. And Warframe is literally like, you know, investment the game. Like, if you want to do things in Warframe, you have to do a ton of different stuff in Warframe.
Hello, old trap buddy. More enemies on the way. Our enemies are breaking through elsewhere. Watch out. Our enemies
But the amount of investment that they expect you to do with Fortnite is just obnoxious.
right there.
Yeah, luckily you fell off from it. I mean, I literally just decided to stop at some point. I was like, alright, this is taking more... You'd rather play Warframe? But, like, again, Warframe rewards you for pretty much everything you do. Whereas Fortnite is pretty much, hey, do this thing forever. And, like, the stats don't matter. Like, you never actually feel like you're getting stronger because everything else just has its numbers go up too. Like, Warframe is a game where you have, like, quests, and you don't even know you have quests until the quests happen. And then, like, one of the quests leads you on a completely, a path within the story that you don't even know exists until you get there. Like, Warframe's biggest mistake is probably just that you don't know it has lore until you get to the lore, and then when you get to the lore, you're like, holy shit. Because the game goes like balls to the wall with the lore as soon as it drops. It took you months. Like, you can get to the lore legitimately in about a week of playing Warframe. Like, you'll have a few mods. You'll have you'll have access to like a couple of the open world areas. You can start gaining arcanes. But then, like, you get to was it Jupiter or Uranus? It's the water planet. That's I'll always remember it as the water planet. It's either Jupiter or Uranus, and then, like, you get the one quest where you find out about, you know, Space Mom #1, because Space Mom #2 is getting released in like another, what, 2 weeks? They took away Space Mom #2, and now we're getting Space Stepmom. By the time you got into the lore, you didn't care. I mean, they're about to expand on the lore heavy with the next update, so it might be worth caring about again. The War Within was pretty dang fun. Well, the next one, the War Within is pretty much the biggest additional branch that they added to the lore. But the next branch is literally going to be about the people that created like all the void machinery and like literally the Tenno, like the language and suits that they use and everything else. Alright, where are things coming from? Do we need another? We have 2 more waves coming. Wow. Okay, so I need more damage because things are coming through too much.
Dang, not enough coin.
I'm going to get a lot more coin going forward, which is great. Crap, I still didn't sell those.
More enemies out the way. The barricade is down.
No!
I've risen from the dead. Like that one famous guy. You know, a zombie, but cooler.
Alright,
Found a good spot.
that was close. The Orokin? No. So,
I got the blood.
the Orokin are the race of, I guess, humanoids or whatever that ran things back before the Old War happened. The Orokin got destroyed by the Tenno, but before the Tenno really existed as you know them now, they were basically all children that got sucked into the void and came out with like basically sci-fi powers that they couldn't control, which is why the Warframes were created. But the Warframes had to be made through a mix of like infected, like the infestation, the virus that runs it, and also like some form of human body. And then they're basically psychically pilot. What the hell?
A little harder to bounce back in my
What?
advanced age.
Did they break the... Oh, yeah, they did. Holy crap. I wasn't paying attention. Death by lore. No. Alright. Fine. We'll restart this one time. I will actually focus. Death is suboptimal. No, that was my fault. I got caught up in talking about Warframe lore. Anyway, basically, the Warframes are all like psychic suits made out of human flesh and infestation that the Warframes mentally pilot through like a psychic link that's installed inside your ship. It's where if you've already done the War Within, you know, you kind of understand that already. But somebody had to actually create the stuff that allows you to harness that. Death by lore. I'm sorry, man. But also apparently like there's with the next part of the lore, there's going to be an entryway or at least some sort of like ancient machinery that controls the flow of like void energy into the Tenno, and it's the reason why Tenno have powers. So they had to create that, and like the people that created it are essentially like infected, like they've basically turned into a half-infected race of people. And they also invented like most of the language and stuff that you've seen since the Old War with like all the crazy characters and stuff. So they'll be in the game, and they're called the Entrati. It's like literally a family of people that engineered all of the tech that is used in Warframe. You know, the hybrid tech that's used for the Tenno that uses like the void and the infestation anyway.
Oh yeah, good to go.
Death by lore. Alright.
They've broken through a gate. Here they come.
Alright, get out of the archer's way. I like the range that you get when you expand the stone staff. It's really good. Like, it's not like forward range that's really the big issue.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
Oh, is there... Alright, there's one left. Boom. Got it! Alright, and with all of my money...
Enemies are attacking.
I don't care.
Watch out.
He didn't kill me. He messed up.
Let's never get gold.
Now none of y'all have a chance because I have all my money. We're gonna do a little bit of that. We're gonna do some Bernie stuff. A slow. And we're gonna get one of these. Okay. Then all of the flamey boys come out. That's a lot of bouncy pieces. I literally couldn't tell where the earthlings were coming from for a bit. Alright, and then when I get the money, we toss up... Wait, why are regular earthlings coming out? That's so weird. Yes, they did in fact use the... Whoa. They did in fact use the Orc screw-ups against him. But that's kind of how it works.
Or third. Or fourth.
But the Orc were also kind of nuts. Like, I think they knew most of the stuff that was going on, and they allowed themselves to be, like, corrupted by various forces coming through that were bent on destroying them in the first place. So, you know, they kind of got what they deserved. Like, rather than actually trying to fight against it, they intentionally got themselves destroyed. The infestation is COVID in there, China. Not quite. Like, the issue is that, like, there was a certain... Like, the Tenno are immune to the infestation because of the Void. Right? But also... the Tenno were used as like puppets by the Orokin, and they were using them to do things like assassinate people and fight various things. It was kind of crazy. I just wanted to make a comparison. Well, I mean, the Tenno were also kind of used like slaves. Oh, I probably should have saved a bit of cash. Oh man. I'm about to have some problems. Nah, y'all back down the steps, please.
Dang it.
Alright, I got like maybe one more freeze in me. Yep, this is a problem.
Not feeling. Be right back.
Oh no.
Doesn't kill me, makes me not dead.
Yeah, this is a problem.
That got the blood pumping. Seen that coming.
Can I get the heal going? Oh. We got a trap rat in. Alright. That was my fault again, not paying attention. I can do better than this. I'm not building properly. That was the first time I sold everything, but then I didn't barricade stuff right. Death by lore returns. Yeah. Let me focus on orcs and not frames. Or at least not warframes.
Drop, buddy.
So, here's a question. Rather than having everything run by this way, what I might be able to do is, like right here I have to maintain 4 barricades. If I just decide to build here, then I get 3, and then I can let everything come up here, and we got tighter spaces to use. No ceilings though. Like if I wanted to go no ceilings, then this would be a good place. But then we lose our CC, we don't get to use any ballistas, we just gotta resort to like all chargers and floor traps and stuff. Which isn't necessarily bad, but I feel like I want to be able to use ceiling traps. It's just more expensive to do so. We could also try to wind people around here. That's just going to cost a lot of money with the barricades though, and won't really let us do anything to this gate when it opens, unless we just squeeze them through here or something. Trade out ceilings for butterflies. Ooh, You know what? That's not a bad idea. But I still won't be able to do anything with the butterflies until after the first wave. And it will cost a lot of barricades. Like, I'm not sure. Barricades are the problem. And the solution. The problem is just the money. Yeah, I should. Like, is it really worth using these against, like, only the big enemies? Because these are just as good against large enemies. This is good against, like, grouped up small targets more. I could try the blades. The blades are cheaper. Let's go for the bladey blades. Oh, these don't have any upgrades in them right now. Crap. Alright, we'll stick with you because you're upgraded and I don't feel like backing out right now. Beat them with the power of our friendship. We can drop the dart spitter. Actually, the dart spitter actually does good work. If we're going to use... Alright, we don't want to use both the dart spitter and the wall of butterflies because we're going for par. So the dart spitter will freeze things that are out of range for the butterflies and other things. So that might be actually kind of detrimental. If we only use the butterflies, then we might be alright. So butterflies and ballista. Ceiling space is all ballista spam. Or we could just toss up. Do we got the flaming boy? We got the... no, I don't think he's flaming right now. Because we got the flame on the darts. Still, this isn't bad. For 2 ballistas, we cover 3 spaces. That's a lot of damage. We can do this. I think this will work. It's a little bit different than what we were doing, but...
It's just so pretty.
It should be pretty good.
I'm ready if you're ready.
The most important thing is really just for me to keep track of where I'm blowing things up or what I'm going to let blow up.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
Butterflies fix everything. Well, they also lengthen the par time. So I got to be careful with that once we get towards the end of it. No arrows, please. Did not get the orc. Ogre is what I didn't get. Did he really just stun me and keep it moving? He's like, you know what, man? I ain't even worried about you. That's the most disrespectful orc charge I've ever seen. Alright. Can you charge me again, sir? Thank you. Boom.
I don't think so.
Alright, got it. All my monies. Alright.
More enemies on the way.
We didn't get hit by the knoll, so that's great. That guy gets blasted.
Watch out. Our enemies have broken through again. This is so easy.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to wait over there, Mr. Fire Lord.
The barricade is under attack.
I'm gonna need y'all to also stop. Just chill out for a second. Take this blunderbuss fire to the face.
That's right. Keep them coming.
Okay, there we go. So, next thing up. Get that going. So now we got the big damage going. We got the electric stuff. And we can put a window back here. I don't want to put it on the edge yet because I don't have any damage around the corner. But that's good. Because they're going to do what they're going to do. They stroll on through, and then they get whacked.
Boom boom for you and boom boom for you. Ha! I'm giving.
Alright, that worked out. Just need you to come on through.
Just point and shoot.
Get knocked on your noggin a few times. There's a lot of torches. What the window do? The window causes confusion, which messes up the pathing. It's supposed to make them just turn around and walk backwards, but given the numerous pathing bugs, sometimes they just go somewhere. It might not be where you want them to go. Y'all can hold that.
The barricade is down. I did it.
Oh, I literally got clapped.
Better now.
Literally just clapped me. Was not expecting that. Alright, so they managed to blow this one up. That means we need a support barricade in front of it. That'll give us a few more explosions. We get some more lightning boys out. Just gonna freeze you. Alright. I like the way that behaves. So, what I have to worry about going forward... That's tough. I feel bad for those kobolds. Look, there is nothing wrong with them. They signed up for it, alright?
That got the blood pumping.
Those kobolds decided that they were never going to have children. The lore for this game is that kobolds get pregnant by running into rifts, by the way. Just in case you were unaware. Those kobolds gave up on the gene pool.
Hey, that was fun. For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee.
Maybe they all already had children and don't want to see them again. Wait, which barricade are they attacking? I am confuzzled. I didn't choose to be programmed, Dad. I don't know. Like, technically, if they get pregnant by running into a rift, they could be a single gender species. I mean, it is kind of a magical portal.
Found a good spot.
Like, that's the literal definition of it. Alright, so we got the flamey thing up there now. I think we can afford to... Nah, let's just... Ooh, we only get to put one every 2 spaces. These freaking torches, man. Always in the way. Alright. We got the archer boys, so I'm going back off a little bit. Well, is the rift the dad or the mom then? It's a pool of summoned magic, so... Neither? I assume the rift is like basically the magical version of sugar. It's just energy. Alright, so
More enemies.
they're gonna blow that up. Oh,
Just like
save the barricades. Don't get clapped.
Oh, come
I got clapped.
They're attacking a barricade. Isn't it great how games give you more lives?
Well, who summoned the magic? Technically Cygnus did. So Cygnus is the father of all kobolds. There you go.
Right there. Ah!
Max had closed all of the
Is under attack.
Max closed all of the rifts at the end of Orcs Must Die 1, and Cygnus reopened them at the beginning of Orcs 2. Wait, why did that shield just show up under me? That's true, but we can't assume. You're assuming it's gender.
Seen that coming. Now that.
I don't know why I'm just willingly running into explosive arrows, but you know, it works. Can I jump over this? Yes, I can. Alright, that works. It's a little bit faster. Alright, let's spice it up a little bit.
When the orcs just walk straight into them.
Hit him with the spicy hot skewers. Oh man, we getting ogre chunks now? That's how you know things are working.
That was me that did that thing there.
Look, I need y'all to walk into the death. Into the death, please. Matter of fact, there's a little bit of additional support for you. Alright, so, ooh, that hurt.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be dead soon.
Alright, so that kind of works out. I think we want another one of these. I'm running. I am running.
Look out! Our defenses have been breached again.
If you want me, come get me, no boy.
Here they come.
Poof. I want to introduce your face to Buckshot. They could make this like so much easier by adding like life limits or elemental resistances or something stupid OP. Technically they already have elemental resistances.
They're attacking a barricade.
It's basically just a strong weak thing, I believe. Like, if they're strong against it, they take less damage. If they're weak against it, they take more.
The barricade is under attack.
But it'll tell you what everything's weak against if you look in the spell book. You can just only do it at the beginning of a level.
Tiptoe through the trap field.
Okay, I need another one of those. No, like random. Have you played Dungeon Defenders? I have played Dungeon Defenders.
Do you have any bigger ones?
Yeah, they don't have random resistances yet. There was something in Unchained called Chaos Trials that would allow like all of the enemies to gain like global resistances towards stuff. That technically could be added to this game, assuming they could adjust some of the modifiers so that they worked within the framework of things that exist here. In Dungeon Defenders, there are mobs that just don't take damage from whatever element. Excuse me. Right, there are some immunities in this game, mostly with the Fire Fiends, which are an enemy faction that just don't take damage from fire. But I think that's the only element that things become completely immune to. Some of the other ones, they just become super strong again, so they'll absorb like 4 times as much damage of that type. Like, it's really devastating when it happens, because you have to work super hard to take them down. But, you know, that's why you... Okay. Ooh. I'm kind of worried about that. Here is decoy number 1. And here is decoy number 2. Y'all play with that. Alright, they're kind of making it through now. That's a little scary.
I thought about maybe
Need a bit of that.
Bit
some of this too. And some more zappy zaps. Okay, that was a dead ogre. Wasn't... Oof. That was a dead Max. They definitely didn't miss you, Max. They hit you dead in your chest, man. That was like, oof, I need a new lung. Death by mechanics explanation. Yes, yes it was. Oh. Okay.
Hello, old trap buddy.
Alright, the good thing here is I think we're doing better on time than we were before. We got enough decoy barricades up that I think I'm kind of safe. The only ones I'm worried about are this right here. This is where they got me before. So we could try to do something like this. And this.
Tiptoe through the trap field.
Should probably clear these guys out. We have 2 more waves to run through and I don't want to waste too much time. I wanted to sell one of those, but it just did not go through. Alright, so I'm going to block that just in case. Nice!
The barricade is down.
Oh, that's interesting. Triple layer to barricades. Love you, bro. How many hours in total on all OMDs? On all the games? I don't know. Unchained is definitely the one I played the most. So, I don't know. Maybe 1,200, 1,500 hours? Something like that.
The blood pumping.
Oh, that was a weird stutter.
They're attacking a barricade. They've destroyed a barricade.
Alright, they destroyed a decoy. I'm not that worried about that.
Got it. Ha! In shackles and still awesome.
Alright, they didn't do what I was worried about. That's fine. I still need some of this. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did they do? Are we safe? We're safe. We're safe. I have 3,500 hours in Smite. What the heck is going on over here? They are wasting all my time. They're literally wasting all of my time back here. I have over 2,000 hours on Minecraft, probably. You can't check, but... yeah, I think the games that I have the most hours on are probably going to be Borderlands, Warframe, Orcs, and something else. Alright, I just need y'all to come into the traps. Thank you. There we go. Next wave. Alright, can we finish this wave in however much time I have left? Probably not. You know what? Y'all can run into all of the barricades y'all want. I'm cool with that. That's good. That's great. Y'all enjoy running into those barricades. I sincerely appreciate it. Please run into more traps that kill you, please. Oh, here's a cave to tell y'all to turn the hell around. Congratulations. My most OG games are probably Black Ops 2 and MC, along with Minecraft, I'm guessing. Along with Warframe and Smite. They backed up. Yeah, they are backed up. And that's what I meant by, like, there's pathing bugs in this game. Like, they aren't supposed to do that. Like, the main issue here is that I think we're still going to have enemies coming out of the rear here. And that's the problem with the windows, really. They promote stuff like this happening. And there we go. Yep. That fails on time. So I think we have to do this without the windows. The windows aren't a bad idea for, like, endless. But, like, for the main levels, they just gunk things up too much. The enemies become too stupid to die. Like, I never thought I'd say that, but the orcs have become too stupid to die. They're literally just like, you know what? I'm going to stop moving. And then my traps are like, alright, so we quit. Like, that's not how it's supposed to work. I need you to walk into the damage. Ballista over windows, ballista over windows.
I like it when the orcs just walk straight
That's what it is. Save the confusion for endless. I've talked to Vern before about why I don't mess with it. But what? Wait, why you don't mess with what? Currently limited to Wi-Fi, so I'm not getting Stadia. Oh, yeah, yeah. Dude, like...
it's just so pretty.
How many new traps are there in this? Traps that have never existed before. There's like... Alright, if you don't count the war scenario traps, because all the war scenario traps are new. And that's like maybe 12 traps. All of the... a lot of old traps return. The Confusion Flower is new. It's basically the shrooms, but you can also place them on the ceiling. The Window of Butterflies is new. It's the shrooms, but you can place them on the wall. And it's a half space, which is like really cool, because I don't think there's ever been a half space wall trap before. Like, as far as height goes. What else?
Right there. all set.
Let's see. Most of the traps are returning. Put them orcs on shrooms.
One more day till I
Yeah, most of the new traps are definitely worse than aerial traps.
They've broken through a gate.
I think it might just be the confusion flower and the window of butterflies that are new. Well, no, because technically they're new weapons. The elven short swords, which are Warwick's primary, are also new. The magic longbow technically is new, but it was kind of Ivy's. It's never existed in the main Orcs game before, though, and it doesn't work exactly the way Ivy's did, so that's a new weapon. And we all know the blunderbuss, but the blunderbuss doesn't work the same way that it did before. So they renamed it the souped up blunderbuss. Alright, you gotta go, buddy. You get popped. Where is the running boys? Alright. Can't waste any time here.
That's right. Keep them coming.
Alright, so you got... Alright. Oh no! Alright, I'm not upset that those arrow walls will stay there. They'll actually do me some good.
I could use some help. The enemy army is attacking on another front.
Alright, y'all can chill. Right there. That's great. Oh! Almost didn't see you there. He almost got me. Alright, so let's do that. We will begin. I placed that bad, so I gotta fix that now. Alright, they're frozen, but they're still on fire. That's cool. That saves damage to my barricades. That saves me money later.
I got the blood pumping. Be right back.
Oof. X-Morph is on a big sale. I still have to pick up X-Morph. I didn't do the promo campaign for it, so I didn't get the game. Oh no. They're already upstairs.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Yeah, I need to fix that. Okay, so these guys should be coming around now. See, I'm not even doing anything, and they're turning around and running back into the swinging mace. Like, come on. These orcs are dumb today. Oh, I didn't want to do that because I need to replace that. I should have placed the wall traps. Alright. Just kill everything right here, then replace those, and I'll be fine. Come on, what? Oh, this is that super long staggered wave. It's probably a good idea for me to put some wall traps back there early, too. Yeah, X-Morph is basically one of those tower defense games where they do a role reversal. You're not the good guy, you're the bad one or something like that. But also, you're alien, so you got all this crazy tech and you have to defend yourself against people trying to save the areas. Okay, so I almost forgot to build decoy barricades. Woo, I got blown up. I got blown up real good. Whoa. Those were some good explosions. Alright, so... Two people local co-op. No one does local co-op anymore, so that surprises me. Actually, I find local co-op is something that's kind of coming back. Okay, so let me go heal so I don't die. And then we'll come back and plaster some more traps around. I need to do more killing closer to where the enemies are spawning, though. That's going to be my biggest weakness later on. Give me that. This wave just seems extra long for no particular reason. Played it with a friend who gifted me the game. The difference is I beat it while he rage quit halfway through. That is a significant dose of salt. Okay, so
More enemies on the way.
maybe we do one of these. I would not like to be clapped again, sir.
It is under attack.
No slapping me in the back of the head for all of my life anymore.
Okay, that was fun.
Okay, so we saved the majority of the money that we made.
Good work out. They're attacking the barricade.
And we can start elongating the path here. We got a bunch of ballista out there now. Imagine having friends who play games. It's one of the most fun tower defenses I've had since Sanctum 2. Yeah, I gotta get back on Sanctum 2. Like, I think I want to get into finishing Death Trap and Sanctum 2 and 1 either on streams or making videos for them again after I finish Rift Lord and Orcs 3.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
Oh, well, I mean, you can feel free to play with me anytime you want, Chill Theater.
Not today.
I can help you with Death Trap with my level 100 Hunter. No, I think I'm going to try to solo Death Trap first, so I get like an idea of how everything's supposed to work and can do the quests. Your friends will play 2 games with you, but you can't convince them to branch out? Branch out into what? Actually, I need to... Oh!
Enemies are attacking on another front. Watch out! Our enemies have broken through again.
Alright, that's fine. They haven't gotten that. We're just gonna put the buffer barricade there. And then... Whoa. See, I see what they're trying to do now. They send out the gnolls so they can, like, slap you up. And then if the gnolls manage to get a kill on you, that's when they send out the sappers so they can just wreck your cades without you being able to defend them.
Right there.
Alright. Tower defense game from the perspective of a toy soldier, basically. I think I stopped new Death Trap at New Game +3. Okay, did they blow up a decoy barricade? Yes.
Ooh, do they have any more of those?
Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3. Alright, I need to get away from them. Ooh, this thing is almost gone. That's good.
More enemies on the way. Good workout.
That went a lot better than I expected it to. Okay.
Found a good spot.
Alright, I need you to stop touching me. Overwatch is actually pretty good, not relevant.
Nice to beat
I played a lot of Overwatch originally. I mean, I like some of the changes they made to the game. I don't like others. It's not bad though. That looked like a crazy explosion. I don't even know what died, but
bigger ones.
so many pieces of things fell out. Alright, so it's about time to build one more of these.
Thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned. They're attacking a barricade.
Alright, so we need one more decoy barricade back there somewhere. Overwatch was good until Blizzard screwed 99% of the game's audience over to fix a meta being abused by 1% of the population. That was caused by mistakes in their game design. Yeah, all of Overwatch's problems are in its game design. Again, that's why Overwatch is still fun to play, but
Just point and shoot.
alright, this looks like it's finishing up a lot better than the last round that I was in, which is good, because that's what I wanted to happen. Let's,
That works. More enemies off the way.
alright, that's good. Okay, so this is the only place that I can't really secure that well, but, you know, if we just decide to,
Found a good spot.
go nuts with the ballista over here, we should be able to get some shots
You guys
off.
saw that, right? That got the blood pumping. Wow.
Alright, I should probably coat the back wall there and some more arrows. Alright, that's good.
Me that did that thing there. The barricade is under attack.
That sounded crazy. I wish I could understand enforcing a roll queue to some extent, but why the fuck did they put it on quick play and competitive? It's like having a MOBA and enforcing picks and bans and casuals. That's actually what the biggest issue was. They should have left. You know what? I think the biggest thing that happened is when they created the custom servers, they really kind of just made it so that they could screw around with the main game as much as they wanted. And people don't want to put effort into custom servers all the time. Like, they're not looking to decide, like, if everybody wants to filter through a bunch of random rules to decide what to play every time they boot up a game. They just want to boot up and go. And once you ruin that quick play experience, once you make it difficult for people to jump in and just start playing the game, like, that literally creates more problems for you. Right, the workshop, but like that's part of the problem. Like, it's not a solution to the issues that were going on in Overwatch. Like, it's a feature addition.
The barricade is under attack. Good workout.
I shouldn't have to change the rules of a game to have fun. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's really about. There's a lot of things that people talk about in game design. But one of the things that I used to pay a lot of attention to when I was reading up about it, as I was learning about it myself, was about how important things like quick play are, and why exit points in games are important. Holy crap! I finished it that much faster. I thought I still had another wave to go. Yeah, so butterfly windows are a bad idea on that stage. Like, really bad. But yeah, oh nice. So they gave me my extra skull on War Mage and Apprentice, since they didn't screw me over this time. Well, at least Blizzard didn't break Murky from Heroes of the Storm. I can still murder people as a frog. Wait, why are you sorry? But yeah, like I was saying, it was the ballistas. It was the ballistas. Life by Overwatch explanation. No, all right. So if you look at a lot of games that are competitive, like competitive games, especially if you have matchmaking, only thrive on having a large player base. And if you consider that, like, the majority of people that play video games aren't people that just have a ton of free time, right? The amount of time that you get to use, or that the people get to devote to a game, is essentially, you can call it a gameplay segment, right? You suggested the windows. Oh no, don't even worry about it, dude. It was a good idea, but it's better off in endless than it is here. And like I know that like intrinsically just because of how the trap works, but I did it anyway. So like you can't blame yourself for the suggestion. I accepted it. But yeah, like play segments or session length. I'm sorry, that's the correct term for it. Games with long session lengths are actually really problematic for people that need to be able to do multiple things at once or need to be able to shift gears quickly. Like I can pick up some games and I can play that game for 15 minutes and feel like I actually enjoyed myself. But consider your average like JRPG or even Western RPGs, like something like Fallout. Like the Western RPGs have done this a little bit better because they have like, you know, saves anywhere. Whereas JRPGs still use save points a lot. And save points basically require that either you play near a save point and hover around it, or that if you're actually going to progress through like the game's story or narrative, that you know you devote a specific amount of time, and there's a certain amount of gameplay length that you'll find is interestingly put into a lot of JRPGs. Like you'll play them for like half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour between save points. Dragon guns that are very cheap, only $75. They're becoming EA Sports now. I mean, that's ultimately the path that like most any free-to-play game is going to take. That it just sucks that they're that expensive. Like I don't think an individual purchase should really be that big. But also, whatchamacallit? Actually, I have to look up that again. I know last time I read up about like the microtransactions in China, they were talking about putting a limit on underage spending in video games so that kids would actually only be able to purchase things that are priced at a specific price point, and they'd have a cap on the amount of purchases that they would be able to make across all video games in any given period of time. So they were basically forced onto like a video game allowance, which is hilarious, but also makes a lot of sense. Insert EVO Online warship costing 100,000 US dollars. Yeah, or even worse, like forget the warship, the monocle, like the cosmetic piece that's literally $80. Like PlayStation does that for you if you have a family pack. Yeah. One of the most played games is Splatoon 2, and you can get 4 games in half an hour. Yeah, and that like that feels like a lot of fun when you can just jump in, get some games in, and it's over. Like that's one of the reasons why I don't think you would ever be able to see a game like Call of Duty just disappear, because Call of Duty session length is like amazingly tight for the majority of their games. Like you can go in and like pick your class, hop into a game literally within about 2 minutes, and most of that for consoles will be like the console booting up, and then you're just in a game, you're shooting, you're running around, doing whatever you want, and then the game's over in like 3 to 4 minutes. Fall Guy is a good wacky game. Fall Guy actually looks like a ton of fun. Splatoon 2 was fun, but Nintendo is not the type of company to design a net play on an online-based game well. Alright, so net play for Japanese developers is generally not really a thing. Like, they don't care too much about it. It's like, it's a feature, not a focus. Like, even with games like fighting games, which the net play is like super important because of the reactions. That's something that a lot of people are like really upset about, because a lot of Japanese game devs haven't experimented with like rollback netcode and things like that that really work well. The reason that like a lot of people like are enjoying Tekken right now is because Tekken has like some Namco created rollback code that actually works somewhat well for the game. Whereas things like Capcom's fighters have no such thing, because they don't want to use any fixes to their netcode that isn't produced in Japan. Alright, first, the majority of netcode, even the idea of rollback, is pretty ubiquitous, And you don't have to purchase rollback netcode from anybody. Like, once you understand the principle of it, most companies code it themselves. Like, the Namco created rollback netcode, I believe, was created in-house specifically for their game. Because the way that they code their character frames and everything, well, not even character frames, the collisions in Tekken, I think, are made of spheres rather than like 2D games, which normally use boxes. So collision detection is really weird for rollback. And that's also why Tekken 7 has like the funniest slow-mo moments that ever exist in any game. Like, the amount of stuff that people think should hit. Yeah, you've been playing the shite ton of Tekken, yeah. But a lot of people see like stuff that you think should be game winning in Tekken, and it shits the bed every time. It's hilarious because you just see like kicks and stuff phasing completely through somebody's body. Alright, so we got the coastal hallways knocked out of the way without going over power time and without somebody randomly getting knocked through the roof into the rift, which not only happened the first time I did it on War Mage, but happened during one of those runs where somebody just sparkled through the roof and was like, hey, I'm in your rift now. And I'm like, all of my barricades are still here. How did you do this? But whatever, it's over. Now we got the secret fortress. Hitboxes are so broken in general, and that game has rollback, but it also doesn't. Well, Tekken does have rollback. Do you have Japanese keyboard on? I do not. Oh, you mean Biscuit. No, I think Biscuit keeps like a whole bunch of Lenny saved because YouTube does not have like a ton of emojis just available for people. And also, he prefers being on Twitch. Actually, I'm going to take... Oh, you have a Japanese keyboard. Cool. I guess the follow-up to that question would be, are you Japanese? And you can answer that, but I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. BRB.